Alright YouTube, so I'm working on the fuel system right now. This is the fuel line that he explained to me that was on it when he bought it. So it seemed like the previous owner rigged up some kind of fuel line. There was a hose that went from here to inside, and the gas can sat inside on the passenger floor. So obviously I'm going to get rid of all of that. So I'm tracing all of the lines now. So it goes here, and it comes around, it goes here, it goes up in here. Hold on. So the line ends right about here. Try to position the light for you guys. So the line ends right about here, and then here's the end of it. So this went right to the fuel pump right here, and so that's disconnected now. And then they ran another gas line this way. This one is teed off. Maybe that's the only connection they had. Anyway, that came around and ran into this one, which is the one that I used to run off the gas hose, the gas can. So now it's just a whole lot going over here. First of all, it's too many fuel lines, homemade fuel lines, and power lines in the same area. This is just wrong. I mean, this doesn't even look right. So I'm gonna tackle that when I deal with the electrical. But you see this? We got, these are battery cables, and over here you have the fuel line zip tied to the positive cable, and it's a homemade joint there. Hold on. See the joint? Now, for so many reasons, this is wrong. But the top reason is that this line can leak. I don't know even what kind of hose this is, but this can leak directly on the positive cable. And this is exactly how you blow yourself up by surprise. You know, if you want to blow yourself up by surprise, you know, if you want it totally unexpected, you're one of those people that love surprises, this is how you blow yourself up by surprise. Because this will leak through, and it will eat through the positive cable. And one day when you crank the car, it's going to spark, and this leaking gas is going to ignite, and kaboom! That is how you blow yourself up by surprise. See, this is why cars like this need to come to me, because these are the things I don't overlook. So this is going to have to get done. And this is one of those twist clamps. Look at that. Are you kidding me? So anyway, all of this is going to get removed. I'm about to trace the fuel system. I'm going to take all this stuff out, and I'm going to trace the fuel system all the way to the gas tank. If I see a problem before I get to the gas tank, then I'll be able to understand why they did it, because I'm assuming all of this was done for a reason. I'm not really sure what it is yet. And if I don't see any problems in the line on the way, then I'm going to drop the gas tank. Maybe the gas tank is rotted out. But even over here, somebody zip tied the original fuel line to the transmission line. That's what this is. It's the original. Somebody got happy with these zip ties. So anyway, I got work to do, YouTube. You know how this goes. I'm going to cut you guys back on when I got an update. Alright, YouTube. So I'm laying under the El Camino right now. I traced the fuel line all the way from the front to back here. Right now I'm laying underneath the tank. The only holes that I noticed so far was this one, and there's another one over here. But that's the vapor line. So, you know, fuel doesn't run through it, just vapors, but you will smell gas when it's running. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off this rubber line, I'm going to put a longer line, I'm going to cut this one right here, and I'm going to run along the line just so I can get it running. Once I get it running, I'll be able to check for any other leaks. I don't believe that's the reason that they ran the auxiliary tank. From what I'm able to tell, somebody replaced this tank. You can see this tank is clean, especially compared to everything else under here. So the tank is clean. Basically, what it looks like is they were installing this tank. The original tank must have rotted out, and they were installing this tank, and I don't know if in the middle of installing this tank, he saw that hole, and decided to just wait, I guess, until he can fix it or whatever the situation is. But he put the tank in, and that was it. I guess that's why he felt safer off the auxiliary tank, or maybe, you know, he ran the auxiliary tank. But for whatever reason, they never finished installing this. So the tank is in. I finished hooking up the line or whatever, but I'm going to hook up the line in the front, and I'm going to patch this line, and then I'm going to put some gas in it because the tank is still empty. So I'm not even sure they ran it. The tank is empty. So after I get everything hooked up, I'm going to double check everything, and then I'm going to start the car. Once I get the El Camino running off its own tank, I'll cut you guys back on, and then I can check to see if there's any other leaks that I missed. So hopefully that's it. Hopefully, you know, that solves the problem. So let me finish this up, and then I'll cut you guys back on, and we'll get it running. All right. It's running off its own tank right now. Nothing but its own tank. Let's go check the leak. No leak, YouTube. No leak. Loud. Well, ran out of gas, but no leaks, YouTube. Whew, that's what I needed to see. All right, stay tuned for the next update. Grant 7 Auto Works at newcarsuck.com.